All right, welcome back, everybody, to episode 9 of the continuation series on Farming Simulator 25. The rain has stopped. It is 1:30 in the afternoon, and we are going to jump into our tractor, hook our mower up, get it unfolded, and we are going to start by mowing our grass. So, I'm gonna get it on, get it lowered down, and once again, we are going to do this so that we can get the most grass that we can coming outside of the field here. I'm not really sure what happened here. Why that shows that it's growing and not harvestable. Got another couple spots over there. Not really sure what's going on. You can see that there is, in the top right at the weather, shows cloudy, and it shows a possibility for a tornado. There's a lot of spots in this field that are like that. Not really sure what's going on there. Lift up, lower down. Not really sure what's going on with that. I haven't experienced that in our fields yet, but nonetheless, we will go ahead and hit a couple headlands here. Probably hit 2 headlands, same as we have been doing, around the whole field or around the whole perimeter of the property, at least, because we are outside of the field boundary here a little bit, but I feel like we should be trying to maximize our yield. Grab this, and I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to price an individual bale wrapper rather than a tube wrapper, because I had issues with the tube the last time. So we might be able to get an individual bale wrapper and then get it set up to where we can just drop the bales, without an auto drop. Just drop the bales in the road. Well, I'm missing some spots here. Pick that up. Drop it back down. Missing lots of spots here. I'm wondering now if we can turn our steering assist on. See what it's gonna do. Wants us to grab this lane here, so we might do that, but we're gonna have to come over a little bit because of these bales and then jump back on it. See what that does, just to kind of make this go a little faster. But yeah, I'm thinking because there's no course detected because I'm outside of the field boundary, I guess. I'm assuming that's what it is. Yeah. I have a feeling that's at least what's causing that. Let's see here what happens when we turn back around. Grab this line. Yeah, I think once we have to take two little half passes. I would love to know why that is the way it is. I haven't seen anybody else talk about that yet, so I'm sure there's a reason for it that I just am missing and I don't know, but zoom in a little better on the tractor here. Get to the end of the row, we'll pick up, and we should be able to pick up a row here. That's going to give us exactly the width that we need. It is, other than where we came out around this, where we came out around our bales here. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to tube wrap them this time. I think we're just going to individually wrap everything. Probably be a little easier when we go to deliver them as well. Not that the tubes were difficult by any means, but you know, things happen. Let's go ahead and wipe this off here. Backed up. Turned. I don't know why it's wanting me to do. I don't know why it wants me to grab that line out there. I don't know. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on. For some things, this GPS is great. For others, maybe not so much. I guess if we had not... I feel like if we did the GPS course first and then went back out around the outside of the field, it would probably work pretty well. It works good on this side. Coming back up through here, it works great. But when it comes to doing it after we've made the headlands, it's a little rough. So I think what we're going to do is on the next field we will we'll try to everything's just slightly off here. Yeah, because it wants us to be over further. It's probably... oh, I know what it is. It's because we're going around the outsides instead of going up and down like it wants us to. Which means it's always going to be slightly off. I think that's the problem. But on the next field, we will try to do the GPS portion first, and then hit the outsides of the field last. See how that works out for us. I think a pull behind style mower, it would work better, but for what we got this offset mower. The GPS works, it just wants us to drive over the crop more than what we really should be. Alright, so let's come over here and see what this tells us when we get into this field. So it wants us to grab this line, and this should do our outside pass. Which is what we want. But I think it's going to want us to take another outside pass. Is going to be the problem. I'm just going to go ahead and cut across here. Do this. This field is not as big of a deal. We need to get these two fields combined, and that would make things a lot easier. I should be able to go straight through here and grab this one. The problem is it wants us, yeah, it definitely wants us to keep going this direction. I think. We're going to find out very shortly. Oh, I'm going to cut that. Come back through and get this little piece we missed. Maybe not. Could be wrong. I'm going to back up here and grab this. It is weird that it doesn't mow in reverse. I could be extremely wrong here. But I'm still going to cut through to the other field. We definitely need to plow these together. Maybe we'll lease a plow. Well, because then we got to get a seeder. That's the only problem. Is if we do plow, we'll have to lease a seeder in order to make up the difference. Missing a lot of grass there. Come back across through here and grab this one. There's a lot of grass that did not come up. If any of you guys know why that is, because this is the first time we've had this issue. This will be the third time that we've harvested this field. And the first time we've had this issue of grass not wanting to grow. The cloud textures on the ground. Or not textures, but the way the light looks, the clouds coming across the ground looks really good. Look really good. Come through here. I'm going to nip this off here. Back up. So this here kind of works out, but we're just going to keep going on the angle. Spin around. Should be a line there for us to grab, which there is. Alright, so this works pretty well. And for the most part, nothing over there being on the slope is worth mowing. So once we get done, we'll just make a pass up along the edge of the road there. Cut the rest of the way through here. There. Grab that line for a little bit and we'll cut this angle off like we did the last time. It's almost probably not worth it to use the GPS for this, but we like new features, so we're going to play with them. Grab this line. I'm hoping the tornado shows up soon. If not, we're gonna fast forward to it. I don't know if it tells me. Let's look and see if it tells me in the weather. Where is weather? Weather's here. Tornado is at 7 p.m. Back across. This will be our last pass in this section of the field. A little bit more down below. So pick up. Yeah, we can grab this one. It's not going to show it to us, but can we? Oh, no, we missed a little bit there. Let's pick up. Let's grab this little piece up here that we missed. Grab this, and then we'll come down here, start here, make one last pass up through here, just getting every little bit of grass that we can. These stutters have not gone away yet. I'm really hoping for, it's been today, I'm recording this on Saturday. The game came out Tuesday, so the game hasn't been out that long. Whoop. No, fold. We'll just detach. Grab our windrower. Yeah, so the game hasn't been out too terribly long. I'm hoping for a soon patch, just so that we can maybe see if that's something that is going to get fixed, or maybe it's on my end. I'm not really sure. I'm sure it probably is on my end, but I don't know what to do to fix it. Like I said in previous videos, I've went to medium graphics. It still happens. So I'm back on high. I was running on ultra, went to high. I thought it got a little bit better, but even on medium, it didn't get good enough, I guess. So we are we're just sticking it out on high for now. Really wish we had a bigger rake, because this is the worst part of the grass work, is doing the raking. We got enough money, but we're not we're still trying to pay that loan off once we get out of debt. Once we get out of debt, we will be able to really start having some fun and getting into a lot more projects. I've thought about getting chickens, but we don't have a way to feed them without just buying feed. So for now, we're holding off on chickens. But that is something that I am looking at in the future. We'll come straight out here, pick up, spin around, lower down. I don't like how bumpy. It's my only complaint. This amount of grass on a field, or hay, or whatever you want to call it, would not make this tractor shake the way it does. My number one complaint so far, other than the stuttering. Or not stuttering, but you guys know what I mean. I'm sure you can see it in the videos. It is a little ridiculous. Come through here. push this line out a little bit. And then we'll cut back up through here. If we had a second tractor, I would just hire a worker to rake that field while we started baling, but we're not quite to that point in our series yet where we can afford multiple pieces of equipment. Tractors are expensive, especially ones big enough to be able to do the work that we need to do. So pick up there. Now we should be able to come in here, get backed up, lower down, and come straight down through here and start making some of these long rows. And maybe if we get maybe if we have a planning contract come up, which I would have thought we'd have seen by now. Maybe there aren't any in the game anymore. I was hoping to see a planning contract. We could have leased the equipment on our own, and then we could have plowed this up and put it together. But I don't want to lease it just to do our stuff. Pick up. Back up. And lower down here. I did get a new mod that we will play with on the when we start the baling. So actually, 2 mods came out. One, we can unload a bale that is not finished, which I don't think we are going to use that as much. I downloaded it. I saw it it was on the mod hub. I downloaded it for contracts mainly, so we can like our last baling contract that we did was straw. And we still had, I think we had like 42% grass in our baler that we lost. It turned into straw when we started the straw contract. So I'm thinking that if we ever take any more baling contracts, which I'm sure we will at some point, that we'll be able to unload our grass out of our baler before we go start the contract. That way we're not losing grass in exchange for straw. That's just my thought process anyway. And the other mod for the baler is I think the way I understand it is it will automatically stop when the baler's full. That way I don't drive past like I frequently do, if I understand the wording of the mod correctly. So we'll see. If they work, we'll keep them. If not, I'll get rid of them. But I think most of this episode is just going to be us doing our grass work. And I actually am really enjoying this game. I do have a save that I started that I've been playing when I'm not recording. And it's really been fun. I have really enjoyed the game so far. I think once some mods start coming out and we really get into some modded gameplays, plus with starting from scratch, we definitely hindered ourselves to doing stuff like this early on. But I didn't want to start New Farmer for this continuation series, mainly because I feel like we'd have got too much of a head start. Figured we'd make it a little struggle in the beginning, and then as we switch maps and progress through the series, we'll have a lot more fun with bigger equipment, and we'll be able to start each map a little better off. And hopefully the maps get bigger as we go, so that it all kind of works out. We can start with some bigger equipment, but at the same time we can start with more land and more stuff to do. Like, I would love to have a series where we just start off owning, you know, maybe a bunch of pigs or a bunch of cows, or however we decide we want to do it. So this should be the last pass here. No, we're gonna have one more on this other side. This raked up to there, pick up. We'll spin around, lower down. Put that into there. And then this is probably just a hair too wide for the baler. So we'll just come through here with the rake and make a nice short little row there. We can pick up and come down here and start this. Start this here. We typically have been starting on this field and starting up in that corner, but I wanted to see kind of how things work out starting on this side. So for those of you who have bought the game and have been playing it, what's your favorite new feature? Hell, tell me your biggest gripe about the game, or something you don't like. What map are you playing on? Give me details of you guys' saves and how you're playing the game. How much money did you start with? How much, what difficulty did you start on? Are you doing a start from scratch series like we are here? Are you, did you do New Farmer and start with $1 million? Like, that kind of stuff interests me when it comes to you all and how you play the game. Everybody plays it. There's no right or wrong way, which is the cool thing about Farm Sim, is there is no wrong way to play this game. As long as you're having fun, you're playing it right. I'm hoping we get a good amount of bales out of this again. Especially with having all these spots in the field that didn't grow. We're going to have to fertilize again. That's going to be something we need to remember. Maybe we'll get another fertilizer contract come up for 5. Because we are getting low on fertilizer, so we're going to have to buy some more for sure. Sometime in the future. We do have those two tanks of liquid fertilizer down at the store that we need to remember. Those will probably need to be used at some point. Probably for contracts. We'll have to wait till we get another herbicide contract. Let's make this turn. There we go. Slap the cruise control on. The clouds aren't moving quite as fast as what they appear to be based on the light coming across the ground, but you can tell they're moving for sure. Get back up here towards the top of the map. Towards the top of the field, I should say, not towards the top of the map. There's a lot of spots in this field that just didn't grow. Go straight through here, pick up. Let's see where we at. Lower down here. I'm not as worried about keeping the rows super narrow. If I can take more of a pass, but I am trying to keep them straight. We have 20, I think there's 24 bales there that are fermented into silage. And let's just take a look again, because this changes. I'm not kidding, every time I get on. Let's click back in because, yep, it's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Here. I get this. The silage price changes every time I get on, and what the max month to sell is. I'm assuming that it's December, but I do not know that for sure. Now we can look. There's silage. Now it's telling me March and February, but the price is over what it says its max price is now, which is June, and where it's telling me the lowest is. So I really don't know when. We sold at 220, I think 226 last year, and it's only at 223. The other two are coming up. I do not know when the best time to sell silage is. It fluctuates so much on that little graph that I haven't pinpointed it yet. I think we're gonna just say that it's in November or December. We'll just keep an eye on prices and try to remember what the prices were when we sell. I know we sold at 226 in December last year, or 225 we sold in December. The price was 226 in November. $1 difference is not going to hurt us at all, so I'm not terribly worried about that. But come out around this sign. Lower down. Wonder how this would look. We need to be over a little bit more. Right there's probably good. If we can just remember to keep the center of the row at our fender, we'll be alright. We can do a little bit of this in cab. See the windrow out the window, or out the mirror there. See the rake turning behind us. I'm just going to stick to this way so I don't screw it up. And get down here to the end. And we can turn around. It's a decent amount of grass though. We should make a decent amount of bales out of here. I feel like our baler fills up really quickly. We do get a decent amount of bales, but they are only 150 centimeter bales, which is, I think, 5,500 liters. But it makes them a little easier to handle too. So. Get up here to the end. I'm actually going to go ahead and make a pass down this side. I think if we make a pass down this side, we can just make one pass back up the middle. Should be about perfect for us, because these are fairly close together. I actually might be able to turn these into just one row. It'll be close. We can't have it be too wide. Oh, the baler won't pick it all up. Yeah, definitely not going to be able to turn them into one row, I don't think. We should be able to get away with one more pass. I'm hoping, at least. We will find out here shortly. Let's see, turn around. Let's lower this down. Can we get away with one pass? Yeah, I think we're going to be good. That should be plenty. Definitely pulling some away. We probably would have got away with one up here, but yeah, right here we're definitely going to be one. We're going to be stopping every 10 feet. Spitting a bale out on this one. Alright, pick it up, turn it off. We'll go park it back up over here. I really need to get a shed. I do not like leaving things just sit out, but gotta do what we gotta do. And detach that and hook up to our baler. We are getting low on round bale net. Hopefully we have enough here to do what we need to do. Let's see how. I'm not going to stop when it tells me it's full, or I'm not going to let off of the trigger. I just want to see. Actually, hold on, let me look here. I want to reset the bale counter first, and then turn on automatic drop. You can see where it says unload unfinished bale. We're not going to do that, but I want to see what happens when we get full here. It did slow us down and it stopped us. Perfect. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. We don't have to worry about me screwing up, at least, and driving too far, backing up, because I always back up, kind of give us some room. So this should save us a little bit of time when it comes to baling. And that is only for the round balers. It's like a round bale add-on type thing. It slows you down when you get to 90%, and then when you're full, it just stops you. So I did not let go of the trigger, and then it lets me pick back up. So I'm gonna put cruise control on here. Let's get rid of that menu. Cruise control is on. All I'm doing is steering. It's gonna stop me. Will it turn cruise control back on? Yes, it does. So it even reactivates our cruise control. Alright. Not a crazy mod, just something that's gonna help us out. Like I said, it's gonna save us a little bit of time because I've always backed up, you know, a couple. It's only gonna save us maybe a couple minutes per bailing session, but every little bit helps when we're trying to make money. There it is. So let's pull this back up. We're already up to 5 bales just in the first headland of this field. Can pick up, drop back down. And put that back away. Slows us down and stops us. That is a PC only mod for those of you on console. I'm sorry, that is a PC only mod that does that. And I believe the unload finish bales is a PC only mod as well. Get down here. I'm gonna go hit that little piece first, I think. I think that's probably a good plan. Hit this little piece here first, and then spin around. We'll go back up the longer row, if I can make the turn. We'll go back up the longer row, make a left up there, come back, hit this short row, and finish out alongside of our next field. Actually can go into cab doing this now because it stops us. Let's see, can't see the bale spit out the back from this angle. But we should be able to. Now I don't know when we get. Is that a piece we missed? It is. Hit that. And come through here. It's going to slow us down at 90%. And full. The nice part is it stops us perfectly, where we can just start right back up and not miss anything. Can I make this turn? I can. As soon as it's closed, it kicks cruise control back in and we take back off. We should get one more bale out of this field, I would think. And we're full there. So we shouldn't get another one. That's going to be 11 bales out of this field. Not bad. I don't think we're going to get another one. Nah, only 50% here. Through. Alright, we'll come out here on the road so that we can get started on this far pass. Turn. Lower it down. Reactivate our cruise control. So that was bale number 12. We're spitting them out pretty quickly here. I don't know what's going to happen when we run out of round bale net. And I don't know how much it costs to buy more, but we're going to find that out here very soon. I think you can turn that off in the settings, but I actually kind of like it. It adds another variable to playing the game. You know, you got to fill it up in real life. You got to fill it up on here. Between the net and the wrapping and all that stuff, it's I actually really like it. Not something I thought about previously, like, oh wow, we don't have net wrap to buy, but somebody at Giants thought of it and I like it a lot. Spin it around. I'm actually thinking what we might do is after we get this baled, we'll lease our wrapper and we will order some round bale net, see how much comes on a pallet or a pack of that. We'll buy some netting, that way we'll have it, and we'll throw the pallet forks on, because I think it comes on a pallet. And that way we won't have to drag the baler down to the store to refill it. I think that's the way it works, but I do not remember. $99. Curious to see what happens if you're at 90% when you finish a row. We might actually get to find out right now. Yeah, so it slows us down here. We finished the row. If I pick up, alright, as long as I pick up, it takes me back to max speed. But then it slows me back down here. This row we're gonna spit a lot of bales out on this row, I have a feeling. It's gonna fill up quick where it's doubled up here. Yeah. We got one back there, one here. With it being doubled up here for a little while. We're gonna fill up quick. Yeah. Full already. So that bale was just a little bit before that one. This one was a lot before this next one. You can see the difference in the double rows. This is not where we're doubled up, so. Still don't think we're gonna make it the whole way through this row. We're not. We'll spin around and hit this short row and then come back down here to this end to we can start back up and finish up top. Lower this. We got two little spots there that we missed. We'll hit when we loop back around. How far up? That's right, here's the end of it. About halfway. Loop back around. Come down here, hit these two little pieces I saw. Where were they? Right here. Lower that down, grab those. And then we can lower down, hit our cruise control again. And make this last pass. Should get one, maybe two more bales out of this pass. Our net's really low. I'm really hoping that we have enough. Alright. Turn that off. We got 49%. Excuse me. 49% in here, and we made 23 total bales. So one less bale than we did last time. Could have been partially because of those spots in the field that weren't ready to harvest. Let's drop that. And then let's drop our bale spikes. We'll just drop them right here. We'll grab our pallet forks. Grab that. And let's see if we go into the shop. Go down to baling. Let's look at wrappers. So this one goes on the front. Bale wrapper. That one's definitely the cheapest. It might be able to go onto the back. Support roller. Wait, what? 3-point and front loader. Telehandler. We'll go with 3-point front loader. We'll get the wrap. Let's lease that for $800. And let's go to consumables. And we need a round bale net. It comes in 5 rolls. Standard net, film binding. Massey Ferguson net wrap. Fent net wrap. Oh, it changes the color. John Deere cover, Klaus standard net. All right, we'll just buy. Does it change the price? Huh, that's pretty cool. We're just gonna go with standard net wrap. You want to purchase? Yes. All right. And we'll head down to the shop. Cost us about $2 grand total between the lease and the buying the wrap. I'm not gonna fill our baler back up with net wrap until we get to see it go empty. I want to know exactly how many bales we get out of 2 rolls of net wrap. Start this up and hop back in. We will turn it off because the sign says that we need to turn the tractor off when on the ferry. All vehicles must be turned off and you're supposed to stay inside. So we're going to follow the rules. We don't want to get in trouble with the ferry operator. If we can put that wrapper on the forks, that might actually be pretty cool. It does say 3-point as well, so we're going to definitely put it on the back to carry it up because we need our forks. Start our engine, almost forgot. And then we can go. Hey ferry, you stay right here. I'll be right back. Let's zoom in a little bit here so we can see a little better. So we definitely want to grab this on the back. We might work it from the front though. I'm eager to see. I'm hoping it has automatic drop. It's got 2 rolls of wrap. Let's put these down. We need to move them a little closer together, it looks like. Grab those. And it looks like turn on automatic drop. Okay, so we're gonna leave automatic drop off. That way we can grab each bale, get it wrapped, and move it to the road in between our 2 fields. That way it's out of the way. But I am curious, after we get up here and set this pallet of net wrap off, I want to see if we can put it on our front loader, because it did say 3-point and front loader. Park here, turn the tractor off, get it started. And then we're gonna go, after we get these bales wrapped, we're gonna go tornado hunting for sure. Still have a little bit of time. We might have speed time up a hair to be able to do that, but we don't really have much else that we need to do here in June. And like I told you guys before, I really want to start progressing this series a little faster, and with me just showing you everything that I'm doing is hopefully not making episodes too boring. Alright, hop in first person here to come up the hill. Alright, and we can hop back in third. Alright, so let's lower it and drop it off. We'll put this over here beside our baler for now. Back out of there. Put our forks over here. in the grass. And let's see if we can grab this. We can. Alright, that's pretty cool. So, what do we need to do? We need to unfold it. And we should just be able to come up and grab bales. Is that how this works? Yep. We're gonna let it wrap. And when it's done, it should tell me it's done. Done there. Get here in the road. And unload bale is triangle. Alright. That's not too bad. Grab the bale. Get up here. Kind of close. I don't know if it'll hit it. Triangle to unload it. This might be the way to go, and this is cheap enough that we could actually probably buy one of these fairly early on. I think it was only, what was it? It was 16,000. So yeah, we could definitely buy one of these early on. It was only $800 to lease it, but if we're going to continue to do grass, it might be worth us looking into investing in one of these. Grab this bale. I don't know if it's any faster or slower than doing it that way, but the other bale wrapper was, let's see, what was this to lease? It was $1,800, so it was $1,000 more expensive. Drop the bale there. And these bales are close, so we're kind of waiting on them. Whoop, I guess I should lower down so I can actually grab it. We're waiting on these to get wrapped before we can drop them. Whereas I would venture to say that the ones on the upper end of the field, if we're bringing them down here, are going to be wrapped by the time we get down to where we want to go. Straight in here. Yep. Pick up. Let's put this one up here in between. It's definitely not taking too long to net wrap. Or to wrap them. And we should be able to get them all over here. Now we can't stack them up great, but if we bought a bale grabber, we probably would be able to do that. But I'm just gonna keep our spears. For now, and eventually the goal will be to move to square bales. Move over to square bales just because ease of handling and stuff like that. Switch to square bales when we can afford to, and they're a lot easier to work with and stack, and I'm sure that there is a bale storage shed in the shop that we can get eventually, or if I can, Don't want to do that. Don't you roll away from me. Drop that. At some point, as we grow this farm and start making a lot more money, we should be able to... Oops. I need to be lower to grab it. As we start making more money and grow the farm, we'll be able to put a shed up. This whole area here is probably going to be farmyard eventually. But for the time being, it is all we have, so we can't not have any ground to farm. Let's see. We are going through some wrap though. Wow, we're already over halfway through our wrap that came with this. We might end up having to run to the store and buy some wrap. Let's see. We put this one. Should be able to put this one right here. Get that lowered down. Yeah, because we have wrapped what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 bales. And we're over halfway through, and we had 23 to do. So we are definitely going to run out of... We're definitely going to run out of wrap. For sure. And that sucks. I was hoping leasing it we can get it all, but I wonder if the wrap comes in single rolls or if it's like the net wrap and you gotta buy a whole pallet with 5. Unload there. We'll have to see, because we're definitely going to need it, which means we're going to have to run back to the store. At least next time we'll know. But we're going to get to see what refilling a wrapper looks like, which will probably be similar to our baler, but yeah, it definitely didn't last long doing these bales like this. That one. Which I guess wrapping bales individually uses more net wrap than putting them in tubes does, or not net wrap, but you know, this saran wrap or whatever it's called. Let's actually look in the shop and see. That's 3,000. It's 40 rolls. Oh my goodness. It would be cheaper to return the bale wrapper. It would be cheaper to return the bale wrapper and release it, like by a lot. I mean, I guess the only difference is we would have those 40 rolls for a while. Alright, we're out. Huh. What do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 bales we did. So it's only 8 bales per wrap. Now we need to figure out, what do we do? We got 2, 4, 6, 7 bales left to do. Do we go buy? Do we buy wrap? Let's look. Yeah, so leasing this with 2 rolls of wrap is $867. We could literally return this and release another one. Or we could spend almost $4,000 on 40 rolls of wrap. And then when we lease this the next time, we could get it empty, which doesn't really save us a whole lot of money. That's crazy. Unless we're gonna buy one of these. I don't know what to do, guys. I guess are we gonna buy one of them in the future? Probably. So let's just go ahead and bite the bullet. We'll spend the 4,000. We'll go to the shop and pick up the wrap. And then we can just get it empty from now on. It's not going to save us that much lease cost anyway. Definitely ran that bird over. He did not seem to want to fly away. Alright, let's get the ferry started up. Oh man, that's crazy. $4,000. Now it is 40 rolls, but when you're only getting 8 bales a roll, that's a little extreme, I feel like. So yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Especially when the net wrap, I mean, that was 5 rolls, I guess, but that lasted so long. Ugh. It's terrible. Let's get this turned back on. And let's go pick it up, I guess. We already did it, so we're stuck now, but we will, when we return that wrapper, we'll probably just purchase it the next time, maybe. I don't know if you can unload the wrap, so are we gonna wrap, now I'm really curious, are we gonna wrap those last 7 bales and have to give the store back 2 rolls of our net wrap? Are we going to be able to only... Gotta go down some more. There we go. Are we only going to be able... We need to return that if we're not going to use it. That way we don't have to pay lease costs on it. Let's do that right now while we're thinking about it. Amazon return. Yep. All right. Yeah, I don't want to give the store back net wrap if it's or this rainy wrap, I guess it's called. I don't want to give them back 2 rolls. Maybe we can just put 1 roll in. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Park it up. It's going to be interesting, for sure. Oh, man. I just think that's a little pricey. I mean, I get it's 40 rolls. That thing only holds 2. But that is a little pricey. Fire the tractor back up. Signs up. Wait for the school bus to come down the hill, I guess. And the car behind him. Oh, excuse me, sir. I was waiting on you. I don't know. I just feel like 4,000's a lot. I'm not going to harp over it too much more, though, because we need it. And we will use it. And it should last us a little while. But it's a little crazy price-wise. Let's put it down here. Drop our forks back off. Sit it down. And see how it does refilling. Alright. So we'll pull over here to it. And it automatically puts 2 in. Yeah, so we're going to give them back a full... We're going to give them back a full roll of this film that we just had to buy because they didn't give us enough in the first place. Probably a full roll and a half, honestly. Let's lower down. Did I hit the wrong button? I did hit the wrong button. It's this one. It's crazy, though. It's crazy you can't just put 1 roll in there. But we'll know. Next time, we'll get it with nothing. Or we'll just purchase it probably the next time. I think that's going to be the way to go for 16,000. If you figure that we're going to need basically $800 every time that we do this. If we do it 16 times, it's practically paid for. Maybe a little more than 16 times, but you guys get what I'm saying. But actually, we're at about 1:20 on this video, so I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I'll get these bales wrapped up off screen. I'm also an idiot because I just realized that we returned that spreader and we need to fertilize this field. Both of these fields, all of these fields. Didn't think that one through. Honestly, could have used it and then returned it after we used it. But Anyways, I'm going to get this done, guys, and I will bring you back in for, I guess, what would be episode 10 as soon as I figure out when we're going to have something else to do. I'm not going to keep boring you with full episodes of us doing this field. I can do that off screen and save you guys some of the boredom of watching me do the same thing episode after episode. So I appreciate you being here, though. If you liked the video, please leave it a like and subscribe. It's free and it helps my channel out a whole lot. And leave a comment. Let me know once again how your series are going on FS25. Any suggestions you can make for this series, where you want us to try to move forward to into the future. And we'll see you guys next time. And until then, have a great day.